Hi, I'm Varshini, and today I will be showcasing the research I've done under the guidance of Assistant Professor Ying and Peng Chenchen. Through this project, I studied diffuse large B-cell lymphoma or DLBCL, which is a cancer that affects B cells. The first-line treatment for DLBCL is R-CHOP chemotherapy. After this treatment, however, only 2 in 3 patients are completely rid of the disease, and the remaining suffer from tumor progression. The main aim of the research done in this project is to identify gene signatures which are overexpressed in DLBCL cells and are associated with poor response to the doxorubicin, which is one of the components of chemotherapy. In the results, Figure 1 is a heat map where the rows are genes and the columns are the different samples. In cluster 1, we can see genes that are redder in DLBCL and bluer in normal cells, which means that the genes are highly expressed or upregulated in DLBCL patients as compared to normal B cells. And this cluster also had some interesting gene pathways associated with cancer and tumor progression as shown in Figure 2. Next, the expression of genes in doxorubicin sensitive and resistant cancer cell lines were compared. Again in Figure 3, rows are genes and columns are cell lines in order of increasing doxorubicin resistance. And we can see that the first cluster has genes that are upregulated or redder in doxorubicin resistant as compared to sensitive cell lines. However, genes which are overexpressed in all cell lines could be related to doxorubicin itself and not DLBCL. Therefore, as seen in Figure 4, the genes upregulated only in DLBCL cells were analyzed for poor survival. In Figure 5, we can see SPHK1, whose increased expression was associated with progression in DLBCL patients. The expression of SPHK1 in DLBCL tumor cells, as you can see from Figure 6, was significantly higher than normal B cells, which indicates that the disruption of its expression would not affect normal B cells significantly. This highlights it as a potential gene target which can be silenced safely without affecting normal B cells. SPHK1 has been previously linked to doxorubicin resistance in bone cancer, and the protein encoded by this gene is known to provide oocytes with chemotherapy resistance in vitro and in vivo conditions. Hence, potentially, SPHK1 could be used as a prognostic target to prevent disease progression after R-CHOP treatment in DLBCL patients. Thank you for listening and hope you enjoyed my presentation.